Hey guys, my name is Zoe from Rock Your Baby Birth Services, and today I want to talk about the first 72 hours of breastfeeding. When your baby is born, he or she will probably want to nurse within the first 2 hours after birth. Some babies are ready 5 minutes after birth, and some babies are ready closer to 2 hours. But regardless, most babies nurse sometime within those first 2 hours. During this time, you can do skin to skin, bond with your baby, and look for any signs of readiness. Early hunger cues include rooting, mouth opening, and stirring. You don't want to wait until your baby is crying to try nursing for the first time. The first latch is going to be more successful if you do it with a calm and relaxed baby, and skin to skin is going to provide this for you. During these first few days, you're going to be producing colostrum. Colostrum is the very first milk that your body produces, and it's the perfect first food for your baby. Colostrum is yellowish in color, and it is very high in concentrated nutrients. It's totally normal for you to only produce drops and teaspoons of colostrum rather than ounces. It's really all your baby needs before your milk comes in. Your baby is born with a very tiny stomach, and colostrum has tons of calories. But it may be tempting to supplement during these first few days because you don't feel like you're giving your baby anything. This is when it becomes so important to just trust your body and trust that your body is making colostrum, which is all your baby needs until your milk comes in. After the first latch, your baby is likely going to fall into a deep sleep for about 4 to 6 hours. It's okay to let them sleep during this time because you and your baby just went through birth. However, after they wake up from this deep sleep, it's important that you start nursing very often. I would make it a priority to nurse at least every 2 to 3 hours around the clock, even if that means waking up your baby. Some tips for waking up a sleepy baby are getting them undressed, changing their diaper, and even putting a damp washcloth on their tummy. Whatever you can do to ensure that your baby is waking up to nurse at least every 3 hours around the clock. However, it's also really important not to put your baby on any type of feeding schedule. And what I mean by that is if you just nursed your baby 30 minutes ago and you're noticing that your baby is rooting and acting like they may want to nurse again, it's okay and beneficial to nurse them again right then. You don't need to wait an extra hour and a half until you hit that 2-hour mark. Nursing often and nursing on demand is what's going to ensure that your baby is getting all the colostrum that he or she needs, and it's going to encourage your milk to come in sooner. Once your milk does come in, it's still important to nurse often and nurse on demand. You're going to know for sure that your baby's getting all the milk they need, and it's going to help regulate your supply to fit your baby's needs. Your milk will probably come in within about 3 to 5 days after birth. When your milk comes in, you may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but nursing often is going to decrease any engorgement that you may have. Remember to be patient with yourself during these first 72 hours. Breastfeeding is natural, but it doesn't come naturally to everybody right away, and that's okay. Breastfeeding is brand new to you and your baby, and don't be afraid to be patient and ask for any support. If you're experiencing a lot of nipple damage or a lot of pain while breastfeeding, do ask for help. Breastfeeding may be uncomfortable at first, but it shouldn't be painful. You shouldn't have any damaged nipples, and you shouldn't be experiencing anything more than discomfort. Don't try to just push through the pain thinking that it will get better or that breastfeeding is supposed to hurt. A good latch and nursing comfortably is what's going to set you up for success in the long run. If you need a breastfeeding class, support, or if you're experiencing any nipple pain that's more than just nipple discomfort, feel free to contact me at any time. I'm very passionate about making sure that all mothers get the support that they need when they're breastfeeding.